Final race on the programme, a Class 2, 1650 is the trip. It's the highest rated race of the night. Turin Red Star, runner-up on his last 4 starts. He was behind Super Chic last time out. Red Warrior, 2 from 3 course and distance. Literature also coming out of the Super Chic race, as is Pikachu. Jade Fortune finished last in that race. He'd won the start before. Good Omen, a course and distance winner, 2 starts back. And down to Volpino, who was fifth over the 1,200 metres behind Raging Storm last time. Got home quite strongly. Red Warrior, Stimulation and Winning Faith have all been up at Chung Fa and back within the last 30 days.
All right, the speed map. Well, it's a very interesting one because we've got horses like Land Grant drawn barrier number 12 and Stimulation drawn 11. I think they'll both be wanting to roll forward. Red Warrior's going to want to hunt through. What will Good Standing do? He's coming to the Valley for the first time. The blinkers go back on as well, but he's been handy to the speed of late, but hasn't been able to find the line. So I wonder whether they might be a little bit more reserved with Good Standing on this occasion. We'll have to wait and see. But he's obviously a talented horse, but not firing on 4 cylinders at the moment, Andrew.
What about track work, though, Paul? What have you seen?
Winning Faith, I think, is a horse that really likes it here at Happy Valley, and his track work's been really good. He's coming back from a run at Sha Tin and also on the all-weather where he did run nicely behind Calculations. There's a little bit of a freshen up, and he's going well here with those big side winkers on. Good Omen's going nicely down the back straight. Douglas White's aboard for this particular race, comes into it at a nice weight as well, so he looks pretty good.
All right, we'll come back to him in a moment, Good Omen. Let's start off, though, with Red Warrior, trying to pick up more points for the Hong Kong Airlines Million Challenge. See from his trainer, John Size.
John, Red Warrior is a horse we've spoken to you about before. What did you think of his most recent run?
Yeah, he raced very well. He was just unlucky to get beaten on the line, but he had a nice run throughout the race and had every chance to win it. But sadly, the winner just got him down on the line. You know? But he seems to be going well. He's trained on in good shape, and he'll probably run well again.
What about coming back to 1650 with him here?
I think that's okay. He's won one of these, and he gets around the track quite good. He enjoys Happy Valley, so I think it's suitable for him. I don't think that'll be a problem.
And you mentioned that he's been training well. He's done a lot of his training at Chung Fa. How's he enjoyed his time there?
Yeah, he likes it. He's been there for a while, and he's raced from there, so I think that he's in pretty good shape.
He's been very consistent this season, Red Warrior, as well, winning twice, but there's a bit to take out of that race, I think.
Yeah, there is. He's been a real revelation, and obviously there'll be a little bit of chatter around about him as potentially a Derby horse too, because he will be turning 4 at the end of the calendar year. I think he'll be very competitive in this race again. He's already got pretty much a mortgage on that Hong Kong Airline Million Challenge, hasn't he? So one more in the back of the net would just about see him solidify that extra cassiola.
Yeah, it was a good run from him last year. He just got beaten on the bob as well. He got out late in the inside in his last run, I'm talking about, when he was over 1,800 metres. Back now to 1650, I think is ideal for him. He has won from a wide draw before, so I'm going to stick with him.
Turin Red Star, Andrew, in that race, he's had a lot of seconds, obviously. He, along with also Stimulation and Good Omen, are on their last chance, basically, to pick up this high achievement bonus before it dissolves at the end of the calendar year.
All right, well, speaking of Turin Red Star, let's have a look at him now. Here he is right in the middle with his cheek pieces on. The other horses we've got to take note of are Red Warrior once more. Down on the inside, we've got Literature finishing in 4th place. Volpino out wide. And the other horse down here on the inside, in actual fact, in front at this stage, is Land Grant.
Yeah, well, Land Grant's a likely front runner, isn't he? He's in good form. For me, Literature's going to need a touch of luck from barrier number 9. Volpino, his last few efforts have both been encouraging, his last couple. He is getting close to the drop in grade, so wonder whether that might suit him better, getting that drop in class. But, you know, Red Warrior, Turin Red Star, they both got their chances, but there are awkward draws involved, so potentially it could make it a bit tricky for a few of them.
Yeah, I mean, Turin Red Star's had every chance his last couple of years, and he just hasn't managed to get his nose in front. He's gone close, but now he's got more of an awkward draw, so I've just pushed him down the numbers a little bit.
Winning Faith, back at the trials here. Alexi Bedell has got a good association with him. Again, the other horse to take note of is Land Grant. Covered some ground here, but travelled strongly.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether Land Grant has done enough. Well, I mean, he's done enough, but has he raised it high enough, I think? Gets the 7 pounds off here for Victor Wong, but he's drawn 12. He had a win last season. His 3 runs this term have all been good. I'm going to leave him out. I think there are others to choose from, but Tony Millard has got the horse going well. And for that reason, I think he deserves a little bit of respect. And Winning Faith, good record, course and distance. And for the jockey, as you mentioned.
Yeah, I've got Winning Faith in the numbers. I think he's going quite nicely. In that trial, he hit the line pretty well.
Yeah, Alexi's ridden him 4 times for 2 wins already. So what do you think of this one? Good finish to the card, Paul?
Yeah, really good finish to the card. I'm going to go with the horse in form at the moment, though, which is Red Warrior. He has won from a sort of an awkward draw once before, and I think he's full of class, this horse. So he's on top to beat Winning Faith. He's had that little bit of a spell. Alexi knows the horse well, and he's trialled nicely. Good Omen. He'll need a bit of luck, but he'll get back, and he'll be the one finishing off the fastest. And we'll put Turin Red Star in on a minor line, as I said, because he is going very well at the moment. It's just going to find a little bit more awkward, I thought, from barrier number 10. But I went 4, 9, 10 and 2. But I'll play Exotics in the last because it's a really nice race.
Yeah, I'm going to shop here with Good Omen. I thought he won quite nicely a couple of starts ago. We know he was a horse brought for the Derby. He ran a reasonable 4th behind Super Chic at his last outing. And I think from barrier 2, cheek pieces going on. You'll get an each-way price about him. I think he's still got more rating points in hand. Acclimatisation's been an issue for him regarding his earlier form. I think there's still a bit more to come. Red Warrior, Turin Red Star, go in for the minors.
All right, the one out of the box for me there, Volpino, should be an each-way price there. I thought he's finished off quite well his last 2 starts. Sylvester de Sosa will be in the saddle now. As far as the stats are concerned, John Size and Joe Moreira, they read quite well.
Yeah, they do, and 50% first 3 rate from their 34 runners, and you can see their 9 wins, 4 seconds, 4 thirds. There's their recent jockey record, trainer jockey record, and it's a really good, obviously, great combination, as we know. And let's have a look at John Size's horses he's got in, and the ones Joe will be riding, obviously. Special Stars, massive chance. Jolly Bountiful, good chance. Zero Hedge. He's 6th up, so he's fit. Bank on Red, a good chance, and Red Warrior like in the last. So, again, John Size should have a good night.
All right. Any of those the best bet?
No, they're not his best bet. The best bet's going to be Some Street Somewhere. Race 7, number 4, second start over 1650. Shows he likes Happy Valley. Was a good run last time for his first step up and trip, so we like him. And then Compassion Star. He is a winner over slightly longer, but he should get a really good run in the 1,000 metres with a lot of pace on. I think he can finish off and be a really good each-way price, Compassion Star. But we'll do the play of the day in Some Street Somewhere's race with Bank on Red and Happy Dragon. Let's hope everyone's happy.
With the planets aligning due to the race names, I think the stars are the way to go. And Chaparral Star, I'll go race 2, number 7 for Casper Founds and Karis Teeton to bring up another win. Fire and Gold for Alexi Bedell. A little bit of fire and gold in race 1, hopefully at a price. And Chaparral Star, the banker with Curling Luxury and Happy Warrior in the Quinella pool.
I'm sure Mrs Davis is getting plenty of gold as well, or got plenty of gold.
Super leader for me. Alexi Bedell wants more to run rings around him in the Saturn Handicap. Another one for Casper Founds here, the King of the Valleys. Had a great season there so far. And Volpino in the last, Sylvester de Sosa. I think he'll be a decent shout there in what is a very good race, the final event. And that's it. That wraps up the Christmas special. Got your Santa hats there?
Yeah.
I'll stay out of that. I know what's good for me.
Time to get back to my Christmas pudding, I think.
Yeah. You look like you need it.
Exactly.
Quick backup after Boxing Day. We're at Sharton again on Saturday.
Yes, and then, of course, New Year's Day on Tuesday.
Yes.
So, plenty of racing coming up, plenty of winners to be found.
Eat, drink and be merry.
All right, that's pretty much summed up. All right, so on behalf of the rest of the team, Merry Christmas, Sing Dang Firelock as well, if that makes any sense
Say
to you.
that again.
Exactly. But that's the show. Thanks for watching. Hope we see you at Happy Valley on Wednesday night when we will be racing to win.
Cheers.
Cheers.